Hey guys, how's it going? We're back for another episode on the road to Wrestlemania in TEW with the WWE in 2020, so quite far in, as you know. It's been a weird time recently. As I say, I've been booking a lot of the shows week by week, trying to get storylines nailed. Certainly don't feel like it's my best work. I definitely feel when you've not done storylines for that long, it's obviously just been month by month kind of reviews. It has maybe not made the shows as great as they should be, but as I say, the plan is to try and get a good show here, two good shows next week leading up to that spectacular WrestleMania. Then we'll probably come back to our format of just one video per month in the sense of every pay-per-view. Good time for the channel as well. As I say, I'm really unsure what we're going to do going forward. I don't think there'll be any more TW content coming, as in any additional second show. Talk about a few ideas. I feel like this is going to be the prime one that's just going to be here to stay. So you'll always have this WWE updates video. As I say, I've had this saved since day one, and that's the plan. It's going to stay that way. I'm toying with the idea. If there is going to be anything to do with TW, there might be like occasional streams every so often. But it's hard to do that when, it's predominantly a YouTube series I've got, and it is the one save I play all the time. So we'll see where that goes. But if you also enjoy like the Football Manager side of things on the channel, obviously it's been a while since we've done that. The new one obviously is out by now, by the time this goes live, so we may have seen a return to YouTube. We may have seen a return to Twitch. It's really hard to say. As I say, my work does get particularly busy as soon as November hits. Time has not been great. As I say, I noticed recently my playtime in WWE was down. In FM was down by 1,000 hours on the year before. Don't get me wrong, played a shitload more TW than I have any other game, so that was up higher. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But good fit. As I say, the channel will always continue to evolve. As I say, every so often you just need to think about things and go, right, I've kind of stagnated at the same level. It's time to take it forward. As I say, I want to try and get more involved in things. I'm always getting requests to say, can I join Discord servers? Can I join conversations? Can I get feedback? Can I watch stuff? I mean, I'm sure you guys understand. As I say, time is a thing we don't have a lot of, and as I say, time it takes to produce episodes, to actually think of storylines, as people know I play a lot of other games that I'm quite actively competitive in. As I say, esports, doing other stuff at weekends. As I say, it's tough to fit it all in, but as I say, we'll keep trying, and anything we can do to make the channel better, anything that can help the community at the same time, we're all for it. But enough of blathering on about that. As I say, that's ifs and maybes really. This is the now. This is the third week of March 2020. This is Smackdown Live. This is the road to WrestleMania. Let's jump in. So 12,557 at the McClunge Stadium, and we've got a pre-show matchup beforehand, and it is a decent pre-show match that saw Shane Strickland defeat Harry Smith in 13:41 with a handspring back elbow. B77 here, Shane with a much better performance to Harry Smith. It's weird with Strickland, gets a good victory over the Miz, good storyline between them. He's kind of filtered out, I just didn't have Mania plans for him. More than likely going to be involved in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. We start the show with the general manager of SmackDown, Chris Jericho, and he says, welcome everyone to Tuesday Night Jericho. Drink it in, man. Tonight I've decided we really need to get into WrestleMania season, and tonight we're going to have two massive matchups. Tonight we're going to see Kenny Omega team up with Roman Reigns to take on their opponents potential at WrestleMania, and Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles. And also WrestleMania 4s are going to face off in our 8-man main event, and it's going to be Sami Zayn, Johnny Gargano, Randy Orton and Seth Rollins taking on the team of The Miz, Tommaso Ciampa, Baron Corbin, and of course the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Dean Ambrose. How's that for one big party, baby, as Chris Jericho would say. C+66, I say Chris isn't the most over in the world, although he does have very good entertainment skills, so I was hoping a bit better rating there, but it got the crowd hotter, and that's how we start the show. But of course, the Miz comes out, he's a bit unhappy with this, and he just says, really Chris? Really? We're just under 2 weeks away from the biggest WrestleMania in history, and you're putting the safety of each and every WWE superstar in a big match in danger by just making us compete tonight. How would you feel if I got injured tonight, robbing the biggest Mania of its biggest star? Huh? Jericho simply replies, well Miz, Who the hell do you think you are disrespecting me? You're right, you're going to be competing in that match tonight. And for your attitude, if you don't win your WrestleMania match against Sami Zayn, you'll never compete for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship while I am in charge of this show ever again. Now drink that in, man. The Gift, Jericho. So Chris is still hitting the same pattern 3 years later, but a B+87, he got the crowd a little bit hotter, and it just shows the Miz not happy with the way Jericho is going. Our opening contest of the night was a decent matchup. It saw the team of Charlotte and Becky Lynch defeat Kaylee Ray and Kellyanne English in 11:33, when Charlotte defeated her former rival Kellyanne English by pinfall. In terms of in-ring work, Charlotte head and shoulders above everyone else. Kaylee Ray was a weak link, but again, we're building her up. B82, pretty damn good for the women's division. Becky with a 74, Charlotte with an 89, 80 for Kellyanne, and a 56 for Kaylee Ray. Kellyanne English improving performance skills. Minor negatives. After the matchup, we see Charlotte and Becky backstage. Just a quick little promo from Becky. She says, Charlotte, at WrestleMania, you've got a massive opportunity to prove that you're the best women's champion there is, and I will support you all the way. But remember, after WrestleMania, when you do win both titles, I will be coming for you, and I'll be giving you a good old last kicking. So basically, Becky just saying, fair enough, Charlotte's got the big match up at WrestleMania as she competes in the champion versus champion match, just to let her know when it comes to it after Mania, when Charlotte wins, in Becky's eyes, she'll be chasing Charlotte down. So it's going to be interesting. If Charlotte does retain the championship, will Becky Lynch be one of the competitors? Does this change anything if Dana Brooke picks up the win? So A90 there. Good segment from our ladies there. Next up and about, they had some good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. It was the Coffey brothers, Mark and Joe, defeating the Masters of Wrestling, Cesaro and Chris Hero, in a non-title match in 12:58, when Mark Coffey defeated Chris Hero by pinfall for using underhanded tactics. B-73, Cesaro 81, Hero 89, 69 and 68 respectively for each of the Coffey brothers, Joe improving rumble skills. We did have to keep Hero looking strong here to allow the victory, but it just means we've got a pretty competitive division. That match would have done better if it wasn't for the booking decisions. Out comes Chris Jericho after the match, and he goes, Mark, Joe, great performance, guys. Now I've noticed we've got one hell of a tag team division here on Smackdown Live, so Cesaro and Hero, we're going to test out how good you really are. At WrestleMania, 4 teams will compete for the Smackdown Live Tag Team Championships. It's going to be Cesaro and Chris Hero defending the gold against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Young Bucks, and of course, the Coffey brothers. So a good old fatal 4-way there, and a C61 promo. Next up and about, they had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Nikki Cross defeated Billie Kay in 8:53 with the Perfect Storm. A good B-71 performance there, hopefully putting Nikki over. That is a great rating considering that was our storytelling match of the night. After the match, Nikki Cross cuts a very good promo, a B+83. She says, I hope every single women's wrestler in the back sat up and took notice of this tonight, especially Charlotte and Dana Brooke. As a winner of your match at WrestleMania, won't be champion very long after I get my hands on you, because I'm the best in the galaxy. I am Nikki Cross. So I'm going to try and tap into the fact that Nikki Cross is mental, and yeah, as I say, big push for her and Kaylee Ray post WrestleMania, and as I say, just building them up beforehand. Next up was about to had some subpar wrestling and little heat. It was the Singh brothers and Jinder Mahal defeating one-off appearances for Jay Bradley, Thomas LaRufa, and Wesley Blake even in 8:27 when Jinder defeated Thomas LaRufa with the Kachari Valley Driver. Excuse me. B-71 because obviously a lot of enhancement talents here. Again, making the Singh brothers look strong. Jinder went 88 and he just looked like an absolute boss here. He improves technical skills. Overall, it does the job. After this, and a little typo, promo from Jinder and the Singh brothers. Jinder just says, I'm disgusted by the WWE. This lack of competition, this is not the level of matches that the modern day Maharaja should be subjected to. Regardless, myself and the Singh brothers will show at WrestleMania that India isn't just the superior nation, and it is the best country around the globe. So C plus 68, Jinder's performance was fantastic. Hopefully gives some more overness and momentum to the Singh brothers to help them look a bit more competitive. Next up, we've got the Usos who are heading to the ring for our next contest. Jimmy and Jay are joined by their cousin Tonga. They say, yeah, we find it quite cute that Jinder and his cronies think they're going to win the Trios Championship. Those titles belongs to us and our boy Tonga. We accept the match offered by those punks the New Day at WrestleMania, the triple threat Trios match, the Usos, the New Day, and Jinder and the Singh brothers. And at WrestleMania, it's going to be when you say Us, we say champions, or vice versa. But B78, strong promo there, and the storyline advanced and gained a little bit of heat. And the match after that was a decent matchup. Xavier Woods defeating Jey Uso in 10:22 by pinfall with a hammerlock DDT. Xavier keeps saying he needs wins, so a victory over Jey. B77 gains some heat. Yeah, just hopefully keeps Xavier a wee bit happy. Next up, just moments before our co-main event, we've got Fergal Devitt on the screen, and behind him is the main man, Big Brodus, his bodyguard. He just says, Kenny, AJ, I've been kind of thinking, you two have seemed to have leached off my success in Japan, making loads of dollar thanks to something that I started. And you came here to WWE off that success, and you've came up short. Now I need a WrestleMania match, and I want it to be a money match. So next week at WrestleMania, it's going to be Fergal Devitt versus Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles. And we'll see who the real true leader was. And of course it was the real Rock and Roller. So just a little promo via satellite for Fergal to really build up this storyline. And A-Star 98, performance of Fergal was good, and it's advanced the storyline and gained some heat. And our co-main event was a superb matchup, and it saw Roman Reigns and Kenny Omega defeat the team of AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre in 20 minutes and 12 when Kenny defeated AJ by pinfall with a cross-legged Fisherman's Buster. A94 has far surpassed any expectations. 80 for Kenny Omega, 96 for Roman Reigns, and a 90 for Drew. AJ with a 77. That declining physical ability has really hit him hard. Both storylines advance, gaining some heat, so that's great to see as well. Drew improving in flying skills. A few negatives there, inconsistencies, and AJ's declining physical ability. After the matchup, a little promo from Kenny. He just says Fergal can consider his challenge accepted. Sure, he did lay the foundations in Japan, but I am so goddamn talented that I took it to levels that he could never aspire to getting it to. I've been in WWE for 2 years now, and I just haven't had the luck to break to the top of this company like I did in Japan. But trust me when I say this, I'm the best wrestler in the world, and I can get the crowd to lose control of their emotions. And at WrestleMania, I'm going to prove this. When I defeat Fergal, and I'm going to pin AJ Styles again. So B plus 88, the storyline advances, loses a little bit of heat. As you have noted over the course of the series, it's been very difficult to break Kenny Omega into the main event. He just seems to be capped, I believe, but we'll keep pushing, we'll try and get him in there. And as I say, hopefully this could be Kenny's crowning WrestleMania moment. Next up, promo from Sami Zayn. Just says, I love how The Miz continually moans and complains as if he has something that he is entitled to, or how it would make my day at WrestleMania to ensure that someone like The Miz never gets a title shot again. As for tonight, it's going to be a good reminder to everyone that Sami Zayn is a former world champion, and that I do deserve to remain at this level and get more opportunities. So of course Sami's kind of like former world champion, but as I say, it's just kind of filtered down in mid-card recently, so an A90 promo here, storyline advances, hopefully our main event match delivers, let's find out. I'm a bit worried about the Ciampa Gargano feud, maybe hindering it a little, but let's see. A promo with Drew first. I'm forgetting, as I said, about Dan later on, making it a bit realistic in the sense that Drew's had his match. He's had time to recover after the promo from Sami, so he's not going to say his piece. He just quickly says, we've got a promo with Drew. People always accuse me of being the chosen one, being given all my opportunities on a plate. That I can confirm, and that you all know is a lie. Since I've come back to the WWE, I've scratched and clawed and earned every match that I've taken part in. This can't be said for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is the definition of being hand-giving everything. He was selected to join the Shield, he was carried by Seth and Dean, and he's been hand-picked every world title he's been given. He's been given it effectively. One thing you won't be gifted is my Intercontinental Championship. And if you really want this, Roman, you're going to have to scratch, claw, hell, you're going to have to bend the rules to take this from me at WrestleMania. So you better believe that. Pal. So 89 promo from Drew, really strong there. Lost a bit of heat on the storyline, but as I say, it's a really over storyline. I'm really looking forward to see what kind of matchup rating Drew McIntyre versus Roman gets. Even though it is for the IC title, I'm actually seriously considering making this the main event of WrestleMania. And the main event matchup did flop a little bit. I know B plus 85 to a lot of people is a good rating. It is, of course, but I always expect my main eventers to draw a 90 at least. So I think the negative here probably more likely will be low storyline heat for Gargano and Ciampa. As I say, it's just not quite at main event level. But as I say, it's try to get both of them high up as possible. But we'll take a look at, as I say, a superb matchup. Randy, Gargano, Sami and Seth defeat Corbin, Ciampa, Miz and Ambrose in 21:58 when Sami defeated the Miz with a quick roll-up. Orton not suited to his gimmick. I think we've got that changed, yep, so he's going to go from a pitter veteran to a anti-authority gimmick. Above average, sweet. So Seth 93, Sami 84, Gargano 81, Orton 88, Ciampa 79 is the weakest there. Miz were 88, Dean Ambrose 95, Corbin 94. As you can see here, 3 storylines advance, but the turn storyline loses a bit of heat, so I believe that's the one between Seth and Dean, I want to say. But anyway, a couple of skill improvements, that's good to see. Negatives, this will give us an idea. No, just generally was just a not good match. Okay. That happens, I guess. I'm end the show. Simple ending. Crowd celebrates as Randy, Seth, Gargano and Zayn take in the applause as we end the show. So A91, I'm going to estimate this show's probably going to be about an 87. And let's find out. B plus 88. So again, I can't really argue with that. It's still pretty decent. Sunil's thing was slightly overused because again, we're just trying to push them up as much as we can. So they're going to appear at a lot more angles than their push suggests. The show did increase our pop in 11 regions, so that's good to see as well. But yeah, does the job. Another solid show. Just really just shows how good the likes of Roman Reigns and Drew have been recently. And yeah, I think we're firmly in a good position on the road to WrestleMania as we enter our go-home shows next week. So a lot of pressure to really deliver. And as I say, hopefully WrestleMania will be good. As I say, it's just a case of trying to put together the best card possible. Oh, right, let's look at this. Caught an inside source, the friendship of The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels has become very strained at the point they're no longer existing, though they're far from enemies. The trust is there. So I believe if we just go to relationships, nothing will show up. Yep, so they must have been previously friends, but now they're just like 2 guys. Anything here that directly affects us? Mark Henry's unhappy. He's fell out with Mike Chioda immediately in the same day. 205 Live. Pretty good show. Good to see. And TJ Perkins has finally signed. It's taken a long time, but we finally have TJP in the WWE. And he'll sign. He'll be ready after WrestleMania. Just a couple of guys were trying to poach Rocky Romero if we can get him in as well. So Dustin Rhodes' contract's up for renewal. Dustin's just going to go. May just put him back down as a development trainer. But aye. If it comes to worse, we'll write him off. Play Cody. Beating the shit out of him. 50-year-old, so he's probably better as a trainer, so that's fine. That's a done deal. And there you go, that's his friendship's done. Dean Ambrose likes Nikki Cross. Good man. Sensible man. So that's it for this episode, guys. I say we are getting so close to WrestleMania. We are just 1 week away, 2 shows to go, and then it will be WrestleMania, I believe, 36. I know I need to ask this every single time. Yep, 36. So I'm just going to quickly do a little check on our history. If I can find history tab. So last year, we'll just get to 2019, scroll all the way down. We're going to be aiming to beat an A-star 95, so very, very difficult to try and beat that. But your main event last year was Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Corbin was your co-main, so they two will be clashing again. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we can get a rating anywhere near close to that. And what I find is amazing is there's no note at all of Jinder Mahal being on that card. Now over he is now. So cheers for watching, guys. Much appreciated. Oh, there is a beat Jericho in one of the opening matches, but aye, that was a slow build for him. But he got his Mania moment. But I say cheers for watching, guys. Much appreciated. I say any likes, comments, subscriptions are always appreciated. Trying to get back to as much as possible. Same again, any tweets at 21 Maxwell. Try and get back to you as quick as I can, guys. If it's any questions on the game or just in wrestling in general, we're happy to reply. I don't mind doing that at all. And as always, keep supporting other good brothers on the Fantasy Football subreddit and also the Grey Dog Software forums. And you can see the recommended list of streamers and YouTubers in my recommended, guys. Check them out as well. Some good content being produced by this community, as always. So that's it. I'm going to boost because my voice is kind of going now. My throat's going to be a bit sore. And I am going back to be frustrated at FIFA. So cheers for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time for the Raw Go Home show. See you later.